Hey guys, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be discussing how to avoid falling off the wagon. Okay, how to avoid falling off the wagon. Now, before we dive straight in, do go ahead, give us a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content so far. Do let me know what you're thinking in the comments. Do also let me know the videos that you want to see going forward, because I want to be there to provide everything that you need going forward. And of course, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss out on anything. Okay, ready to dive in? Let's go ahead. So, as mentioned, we're going to be covering how to avoid falling off the wagon. Now, a few years back, I read a very, very interesting book, okay, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, okay, and one of those habits really, truly stuck with me, okay, and it was this: be proactive rather than being reactive, okay, be proactive versus being reactive, okay. You might be thinking, what on earth does that have to do with this? Okay, falling off the wagon is the symptom of a problem, okay, something that's gone wrong earlier on. Okay, falling off the wagon is a symptom, something that happens because of steps that happened much, much earlier on in the chain. Okay, now consider this: we could be reactive. We can go, okay, we've fallen off the wagon. How can we react to that? How can I change something to try and, reduce that symptom? Okay, so that would be a reactive approach, which would be maybe kind of okay. Would be a reasonable thing to do. It's a very logical thing to do, and honestly, it's what most people will go. They'll go, okay, I've fallen off the wagon, what can I do now? Okay? If we take a proactive approach, we proactively look before we fall off the wagon. Fall off the wagon, right? We have these off days, we have a binge, we crash, we have these cravings, whatever it is, right? Falling off the wagon. Okay? Now, a proactive approach, we'll be thinking, okay, why do people fall off the wagon? Okay, why does falling off the wagon happen in the first place? That's what I want to discuss today, and how we can prevent that. So by taking a proactive approach, we can prevent it happening in the first place, rather than reacting to something that's already happened or is going to happen. That makes sense? So here's the thing. If you need constant motivation, if you need to constantly motivate yourself, if you need constant support and motivation on your diet program, on your exercise regime, whatever it is, then you will fall off the wagon. Okay? You heard that correctly. Okay? If you need constant motivation, then you are going to fall off the wagon. But Alex, doesn't every single diet require constant motivation? How do people lose weight without being motivated? I'm going to share with you why. I'm going to share how that happens in this video, okay? So if you've seen some of my previous videos, you'll understand why all diets fail in the long run, okay? Why all diets fail in the long run. It comes down to one very simple principle. They are all based around exclusion. Okay, they're all based around exclusion. Consider this: ketogenic diet, we exclude pretty much all carbohydrates. Okay, low-fat diet, what do? We pretty much exclude all fatty foods. Vegetarian, we exclude all meat. Vegan, all animal products. Right, you get the idea. Carnivore, you basically just eat meat and you exclude everything else. Okay, why does that fail? Why does that fail? So, as soon as we're told not to do something, what is the one thing that we want to go and do? We want to go and do that one thing that we're told not to do. So if our diet is based around exclusion, then our diet is pretty much going to fail. I can pretty much guarantee that. Okay? If a diet is based around exclusive methods, excluding different food groups, excluding different food types, then your diet is going to fail. Carb cravings, fat cravings, I just want that bag of crisps. That's the time when you need constant motivation. That's when you need people shouting at you, going, no, don't do it. You need motivation. Oh, I need that support. Okay, good. That's allowed me to not eat crisps this one time. Great. How long is that going to last? A week? Maybe a couple of days? Maybe even later on that day. You're back in the food cupboard. This time there's no one around. No one's there to support you. No one's there to provide accountability. No one's around to provide constant motivation. What happens? Here's when we fall off the wagon. Okay? We fall off the wagon. Okay? So, if we're being proactive, we're thinking, how can I prevent that from happening? How can I prevent myself from binging on those cookies? How can I prevent myself from sneaking away when people aren't looking? When that support's not there, when that accountability is not there, when that constant motivation is not there. You need a different approach. Okay, you need a different approach. Because if your diet is focused purely on exclusion, okay, don't eat sugar, don't eat carbs, don't eat sweets, don't eat cookies, don't eat crisps, don't eat pizza, don't eat takeaways, right, you are going to pretty much fail. I can almost guarantee that you will fail. Okay, because when that constant motivation is not there, then you go and you binge and you fall off the wagon. So if we're taking a proactive approach, first thing we do is we go, okay, you know what? This diet plan doesn't work for us. I'm not going to give that a go, because I need constant motivation to make it work. I need someone constantly hammering me, being like, no, don't eat that, don't eat that, put that away, eat this instead, Okay, go on then. I'll have this salad again, boring salad, right? Willpower is finite. Willpower is finite. Okay, this much willpower at the start of the diet, right? Feeling motivated, feeling good. You're going to lose, this much weight in this many weeks. You're feeling excited. Okay, a week goes by, great. Week 2, quite fancy pizza, but it's okay because I'm feeling motivated and feeling good. Week 3, willpower's depleting. You're like, I could really do with a bag of crisps. Just missed my bag of crisps and a chocolate bar at lunchtime. But it's okay, I'm still feeling okay, feeling motivated. And my support, my support community's supporting me. They were there for me today when I reached for the crisps, okay? Week 4, I'm really struggling. I'm low on energy. I need, I just need something. And eventually, at some point, you're going to crash, you're going to burn, you're going to fall off the wagon, okay? Does that make sense? Does that sound maybe familiar to you? Is that something that's happened in the past? Okay, if you need constant motivation, then that diet, that plan, that routine is not for you. You will not be successful in the long term. Okay, if you've been watching some of my videos, I'm obsessed with creating sustainable long-term transformation. It's not about where you're going to be in 2 months' time. It's not about where you're going to be in 6 months' time. It's where you're going to be in a year's time, 2 years' time, 3 years' time, 5 years' time. Okay, and if you're focused on a diet that's based entirely around excluding the foods that, let's be honest, you probably love, you probably enjoy the most, they're your comfort foods. If you're entirely focused on excluding those things, then that diet is not going to work. Okay, you are not going to be where you want to be in a year's time, in 2 years' time, in 5 years' time. Okay, so you need to take a different approach. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Again, if you enjoyed it, do go ahead, give us a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and do hit subscribe and that bell icon so you don't miss out on any future videos. And of course, if you haven't already, do please go ahead and join my free Facebook community, Nutrition House Fat Loss Without Dieting community, where I teach the exact methods that I use to lose fat without dieting. Okay, those diets that do not require constant motivation. Okay, the way of eating, the lifestyle that does not require constant motivation. Okay, I look forward to seeing you in there.